With the Flash film confirmed to be starring multiple versions of Batman and potential other versions of different characters, there was only a matter of time before we would start seeing reveals and images from the set regarding the different portrayals of all of those famous characters. And now we seem to have gotten our first potential look at Ben Affleck's Batman in the new Flash movie, alongside a new vehicle which he seems to be driving. In this brief video, I'm going to be discussing all of the new images from the Flash set and what this could mean for the multiverse-bending movie currently scheduled to release on November the 4th, 2022. But before I get into it, if you want to keep up to date on any of my future content surrounding the Flash movie and other upcoming DC films, then don't forget to support this video by giving it a like rating, subscribing to the channel, and turning on your notifications. Also, feel free to check me out on Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, and Instagram at Cortex Videos, which is all linked in the description below. But without further ado, let's dive into the latest set images from The Flash 2022. So, new set photos from The Flash might have given us our first look at Ben Affleck's Batman and his new Batcycle. Ben Affleck seemingly retired from the role of Batman shortly after Justice League, but before The Flash entered production, Affleck was confirmed to don the cape and cowl one more time for the Ezra Miller solo film. With production ramping up in the UK, we now have a likely first look at Affleck's Batman, who is seen riding the Batcycle. Now, this isn't confirmed to be Affleck's version of the character, and with this being a multiverse film, it might be something else. But according to people who shared this and the images we have seen, it does look very much like Affleck's Batman riding the Batcycle in these new images. Earlier this month, Glasgow City was transformed into 1960s New York with the filming of Indiana Jones, but the city has also taken on the role of Gotham City for The Flash. The Flash is filming in George Square and the surrounding streets, with Cochrane Street and George Street also in use. And while we've got plenty of snaps of Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne from before, this marks the first time fans are seeing a Batman on the set of The Flash in action. In the set photos, Ben Affleck's Batman is seen riding the Batcycle on an empty street, and while it is most probably his Batman, it likely isn't Affleck in the suit on set, as he was recently spotted vacationing with Jennifer Lopez in Italy. Nevertheless, it's exciting to once again see Affleck's incarnation of Batman back in action, this time being a stunt performer on the back of the Batcycle. There was also a video shared by Luis Fernando, and the source does claim that this is Affleck's Batman going for a spin in Gotham. I'll link this video in the description along with the images if you want to see them in full, but it basically just gives a more detailed picture of what the set footage captured. But alongside Ben Affleck's Batman, Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne from the Tim Burton films has already been spotted on the set of The Flash numerous times. While the idea is that he returns as Batman, he hasn't been seen wearing the superhero's iconic cowl and cape. Instead, he's been mostly in a suit, implying that he might only be back as Batman's alter ego. I doubt this, and the standalone project's multiversal nature allows Keaton and other incarnations of the Dark Knight to appear in their suits. But since Affleck's version exists in the same continuity as Miller's Barry Allen, not to mention the pair's relationship as established in Justice League, his involvement makes much more sense. That being said, there is of course the possibility that the person riding the Batmobile for The Flash isn't Affleck. He's most likely not even on set at all, as he has been spotted elsewhere multiple times. Assuming that his version of the Caped Crusader is indeed involved in Miller's upcoming solo flick, it's curious if he will be somehow involved with filming. As it is, the actor is officially out of the DCEU, with Warner Bros. Set to introduce a brand new version of the iconic superhero through Matt Reeves' The Batman, starring Robert Pattinson in 2021. Directed by Andy Muschietti from a script written by Birds of Prey scribe Christina Hodson, The Flash stars Ezra Miller, Ben Affleck, Michael Keaton, Sasha Calle, Kiersey Clemons, and much more. The film will be inspired by the Flashpoint comic storyline, which followed the Flash as he navigated an altered DC universe. Written by Jeff Johns and penciled by Andy Kubert, Flashpoint radically altered the status of the DC Comics universe and led to the launch of the new 52 titles. It is currently unknown how much inspiration the upcoming Ezra Miller film will take from the comic, but regardless, the film is set to hit theaters on November the 4th, 2022. But they were all the latest images from the set of the Flash film, which is likely to include many more surprises and versions of characters that we aren't expecting. I'm honestly not sure how I feel about this newest Flash film, but I do think that the concept of it is one that definitely is intriguing and could pay off long term. While Marvel kicked off their multiverse with side characters in a TV show, DC has the opportunity to do it with multiple bigger name properties and pull off a film they've been planning for a few years now. But at the same time, if this abandons the route and success they've had with films pre the Flash movie, like the Snyder Cut for instance, then how will things appear to fans later down the line? I think it's a very divisive and difficult situation, but it all depends on how they execute it. My thoughts are that they can cover all of these projects simultaneously, satisfying fans of all types from the DCEU. But I do worry that this is just their way of resetting everything and giving Affleck his send-off like many have suggested. We'll have to see, but those were my thoughts on the current standing of the DCEU and the Flash film, and I'm intrigued to hear what you guys think about it too. I understand that many fans will have a different perspective, so let me know down below in the comment section. For more videos on upcoming DC films and the DCEU, then subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Also, if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like rating and follow me on social media via the links in the description. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been Cortex, and as always, make some noise.